Oh wait, the audio on, the audio is on, video is on, we're all on. So yeah, guess I'm just gonna have to do this real quick in the morning before everybody wakes up because I wasn't able to do it last night. Which is okay. Two things I did want to address: crypto flash crash. That was kind of insane. Within what 24 hours, 9.6 billion was wiped apparently or liquidated. This is wild. But also, I'm like, why don't crypto bros just take their profits, bro? Like, not once. Like, as a forex trader, as a CFD trader, like, I understand leaving my position overnight, even like on the weekends, is a huge risk. So, just finish your trading by Friday. By Friday, 10 p.m., 9 p.m. I'm done with like 7 p.m. on Friday. I'm done with trading for the week. Like I don't have any open positions. Like as much as I would have loved to be in on this gold bull run, but that's just based on my experience and my history with trading. That's not something I want to do. But yeah, seeing over 2,000 people take their lives because of trading or because of experiencing an excruciating pain of several $1 million turned into cents. In some instances, if you're lucky, a few thousand. Hurts a lot. And I understand the pain, frustration, rage, desolence that comes with such an event. However, I don't think or advocate that this should be something which causes you to take your life because you can always make it back with change, you know. And I think it's just one part of life, you know. Like there's so much that goes on in the world the moment you decide to step away from all these charts and stuff, you know. But here we go. Let's see what's happening this week. Um, Return of the tariff man, they say. These next couple of years is gonna be wild. Till he steps out, 2020 what? 2028. It's gonna be wild. So let's see. We have Mr. Powell speaking tomorrow. We have PPI on Thursday, and CPI should be on Friday. But CPI is not listed here. They only have PPI listed. Where's CPI? NFP is being scheduled for the end of the third week of the month now. Oh wait, that's CPI. CPI is next week apparently. And then we have FOMC statements, fund rates, and yeah, just no NFP this month. Motherfuckers is like people are unemployed, but because NFP is next Thursday, and then CPI on Friday. Motherfuckers is like, hey, we have a shit ton of unemployed people, but not enough people asking for jobs. Trump said, "I got you." So today's a U.S. bank holiday, means that once into trade will probably not yield explosive moves or like sizable moves since it's a bank holiday today. But going into the rest of the week, Mr. Powell speaks tomorrow, and then we have PPI on Thursday. Apart from that, should be relatively straightforward, normal market conditions, subject to the tariff man's involvement. Anyway, back to my pairs. This doesn't need to go beyond here, does it? No, it doesn't. this is what we have. Fair value gap forming here, but the month just started today. But day 13th, we still have a whole lot of month left to trade before this is actually confirmed as fair value gap. So what do you do? Drop to the weekly chart. This is kind of sell side liquidity, but since it's so far out, let's just mark this level here as sell side liquidity. Oh, this was the last week. Yeah, last week was fucking insane when a Japanese lady was confirmed as prime minister or running for prime minister. What I don't even know the full context of it, but she freaking threw everything off for me. Like I couldn't really trade JP225 this week. I tried to look for a position on Wednesday, but I'll show you. But nah, man, that lady just sent the market haywire. Just the all-time high soon. Apart from this, there's not really anything on the weekly chart. And look where we closed the week, then look at where we opened this new week. Right. Okay. Like this is so cool because I mean, if you go through the previous chart, you'll see I drew this, and I'm so happy that I almost nailed the low of the week. Slightly off, but otherwise, nah, man, this is completely different to what I was expecting. See, I was expecting Monday to be bearish, Tuesday to be bullish, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to be bearish. I only got Friday. These are the ones, yeah, because you can see what's going on. So we have a new all-time high. We can post over here until the next 20 days, hopefully. I'm going to take these gaps from down here because they're otherwise not going to be utilized. Dig. But this gap got filled, right? So this technically isn't really a gap no more. And I guess I could take this stuff off buy side off, but then it also becomes a breaker version. Well, it becomes a PDRA of some sort. This was not used, so we can drag this to here. And okay, so see the liquidity. Technically, this is supposed to be what I use as reference. Or if I take the whole block, see how cool that is? Why stop here and not take here, knowing that price is not exactly linear? So we have this order block over here. That's nice to see. I said nice to see. Get it? Like the real MC. I should stop rhyming because I'm not on TV. And they're shutting down MTV, which is sad. I remember waking up, just watching MTV just so I could hear the new songs before going to school. It was wild. All the shows, Jackass, and all that shit. You'd be amazed. But anyway, end of an era. So we have this order block that got hit and expecting price to maybe continue higher. Let's extend this on into the rest of the week. What else do we have as a daily PD array? because we're well above the last 20 days, so kind of, this is new territory. Guess you can expect the rest of this days to still be bullish, because continuing higher so that we can form a fair value gap and then push into it and continue lower. This is a sweep of liquidity, order block, break of structure, retracement, and we should push a little bit lower. So I see on JP225. So if I had to draw this for the week, so we started the week over here. Tuesday about us to trade into here. Wednesday maybe this smaller retracement. Thursday's BPI, yeah. Oh, we could even get Wednesday continuing higher into here. And Thursday. Right. There we go. So like this. Let's go upload to Twitter. Apparently, dude, this guy called off the tariffs, which is wild. It's insane. People are already dead. Like, but it's life, right? Okay, so screenshot, add it to Twitter. Let's go to another pair. Change this. Okay, so what's going on here? Extend this balance. Let's do this, move this out the way. And this can also be dragged forward to next month. Flyer. That's fire. So we've broken below the previous month's low. Might see some continuation here as this looks to form some high. Weekly. Okay, let's not worry about down there for a while. Let's worry about this. As you can see, this order block is still holding up price. It's pretty cool to see because then buy side, sell side. Oh, it's actually supposed to be sell side. Why is it buy side? Why is it labeled buy side? Because you should own what you label. You never stayed in Kalu. Ako siya nagmamashoot. Wadi mention of the Uji. I don't know that version. I'm basically saying cooler. Get your discounts for my cooler. I don't have a cooler. So this would be an order block. Should be an order block. Is an order block, is not an order block. Why? This is not fair value gap yet. Breaking structure. So I would want to see this candle close below this week's low before seeing a retracement and pushing that way. Because let's say you do this, right? You just mark this as your order block. You can just about see that the midpoint's being respected. Okay. And then if you were to take this candle as the order block, you take the midpoint's more or less been respected. So seeing a bearishness in the upcoming week is pretty much not really anything else to target. Indeed. And when you come look at it on the daily chart, it's like, I don't know. You know, I was bullish last week, humbled. Balances. This is that suspension block I was talking about. Imbalance on either side. I don't know how it's supposed to be traded, but just seeing one here. I have the option to do this. Let's see if I can do this. I can't do it manually. It looks like there are people awake right now, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. So I see this buy side over here. Because the DXY wants to go up, doesn't it? For the DXY to go up, this has to go down, so yeah. So I post a second screenshot, but go back to monthly now. Final pair. I don't know where this is going anymore. because this was my projection. This was the maximum I projected it to go to. It's like, okay, let's say we're gonna have 4K. But now we're at 4K. I'm like, okay, I honestly don't know where we go from here. That's monthly charts. But do you have any PDRs? There's nothing. Like, I don't know what else to use. For standard deviation, I've got nothing else lines. It's weekly. Maybe this is the top. And then you see tracing all the way back to down here. 3,500. I don't know what would cause something like that. That would mean that the FTX is increasing in power to bring it back all the way to 3,500. Anyway, let's see. See that likely consolidation this week. Although I would like to see it trade into here, maybe here. But all no, gold does what it wants. So here we go. Yeah, that's my forecast for the week. Thank you for joining. Just get the link for this thing and then I'll be out.